What's going on? I'm zmot, and I woke up to a surprise, and that is the extra ability. All of a sudden, we've got super warriors. Now, these warriors are awesome. Like, they are, if you like Rainmakers, if you like things that are overpowered offense, this is for you. So just a little bit of background information. These things are 3 times faster than regular warriors. They have 7.5 times more health than a maxed warrior. That means if you have low-level warriors like I do, they have like say 20 times more health. Lots and lots and lots. They attack 25% faster than regular warriors. And they do 3.5, almost 4, 3.75, almost 4 times more damage than a maxed out warrior. On top of that, they heal themselves 7.5 times faster than a regular warrior, and they do splash damage, and they do the cryo effect. So these things are super, super op. If you have, you can clear your map with these things. Like, straight up clear your map. There is no problems at all. I'm not going to get into that too much, but they are ridiculously strong. They have, I believe, something, I think it's like, yeah, 15,000 hit points. That's a ton. They do 1,700 damage per shot or per second. I can't. Anyways, they're awesome. Now, most importantly, for you low levels out there, you can get these things. Low levels before were complaining they didn't get Rainmakers, they didn't get Lasertrons, they didn't get Critter Cannons because you had to be HQ 14 or 15. With these, you only have, I think it's Armory level 8, might be HQ level 8. Either way, most people can get these things, and you can just crush your entire map with them. Like, these things, obviously we'll drop a whole bunch of them. They do beastly, beastly damage. So a lot of you out there are probably going to be complaining that warriors are crushing your base. Well, then crush someone else's base with them. They are very, very fun. And for low levels, if you don't have critters, these are your critters. These work extremely, extremely well as critters. Now, I know there's a whole bunch of videos out there. I woke up and there were like 8 videos in my feed of people using them. I haven't looked at them yet, but these things have the potential to be very, very strong. As you can see here, I put him inside the rocket launcher's range, so we're not really getting the critter capabilities out of him. But he can act as a tank. He can act as a bullet, as a critter, whatever you want to call it. It will be very, very good. I'm going to try to do Dr. T without any losses this time. Let's see if we can do stage 3. The only real fear with these things are obviously boom cannons. Boom cannons take these things out fairly quickly. It's somewhere between 2, 3, and 5 shots to take them out, depending on what level the boom cannon is. On operation attacks, these things do not stand up very well. I can tell you right now, if you try them on a high-level operation, they're going to get absolutely melted. Let's drop Brick in here. We'll use some battle orders with them. Get them hammering a little bit faster. So what we're going to do on stage 4, actually, I'm going to do something. There's actually an attack called the jalapeno attack, or maybe it's called the jalapeno popper attack. What you do is you drop all your critters on the HQ and then smoke Brick up there. We're going to do that with Super Warriors just to see how the effects work out. I have not played this. This is literally, you're literally watching my first gameplay with them. When I say they work great as critters, I'm talking hypothetically. I have not played with them whatsoever. I was sleeping when they dropped, unfortunately. We're going to drop battle orders. I'm going to drop a whole bunch of warriors in here, and I'm going to keep 1 shock for these shock launchers. And as soon as this goes, we should get some crazy action. Boom, boom, boom. Not really what I was hoping for, but I mean, if we can take this down with no troops, I will be absolutely... They still have full health. Look at this. Look how fast they heal themselves. Really, really need that shock launcher to go down, though. Otherwise, we're going to be in a world of pain. There we go. So now, this dude is going to take out this shock launcher. These guys behind are going to take out the core. And stage 4, no troops, just GBE, sort of. I don't know if you'd call that no troops. Anyways, please play with these things, especially if you're HQ 8, for example. You can take down stage 4 of Dr. T all of a sudden. What you need to do is make sure that you drop them in the shock launcher's blind spot. That's all you have to worry about. Now, moving around. Now, just to be clear, I don't know 100% if they scale with HQ or armor level. If they do, please let me know. I don't. Actually, you know what? Let's test that. I know they can take about 3... what are those things called? They can take about 3 artillery on max level. Let's see right now if they scale. Let's drop you over here. We'll shock you. Now, 1, 2, 3. It appears that they scale, so I take that back. They don't have 7.5 times and all that. They scale with HQ level, it seems. Actually, let's just double check. Let's see how much health that would make them have. We took them out with... Yeah, so they definitely scale to the HQ. So, you might not be able to... I take all that I just said back. They appear to scale to the HQ, so you might not be able to beat stage 4 if you're HQ 8 or something like that. A little bit unfortunate, but it also makes sense. Like, otherwise it'd be way too overpowered. So, what we're going to do... I'm glad I caught that, because otherwise I would have got completely lamb-basted. Lamb. Bah. Nothing like a good sheep sound to get your day going. I'm going to use troops this time. Whether or not they're required is not relevant, because I want to try to use these babies as critters. I'll show you what I'm going to do in a second. We're going to flare right to this building health statue. We're going to use 2 smokes to get there, 2 more smokes to get there. And then I'm going to use these as a glorified critter, as a very fancy critter. Just remember, these things do fly slower than critters. I mean, fly slower than shocks do. So you want to throw them a little bit early. And look at this. Standing in front, getting shot in the face as our troops take out the headquarters. Very strong. I feel like we should be able to take out all 7 stages with very minimal losses. We'll see. Adding a glorified critter to HQ 18 and below is going to be so strong. If you don't know how to use critters, please ask. But all you really need to do here is the goal is to block a direction of attack. So the fact that we're going to be attacking from the very back makes this hammer dudes very useful. Anything with a middle base is going to be more difficult because there's tons of directions of attack. But with a back base like this, there's only a couple directions of attack. So I'm going to use 2 Super Warriors this time. There's got to be a better name than that. Super Warriors. Uh-oh, I'm going to lose a whole bunch of troops here, I think. Oh, nope, they walked around that sniper tower. I thought those mines were going to wreck me. Now, we're going to move right into here. I'm going to drop battle orders. I'm going to drop super critters here and here. Uh-oh, I dropped them too late, though. Dropped them a little bit too late. See, super critters... Oh man, I gotta get my med kit out because that rocket launcher is right in the... Now, first thing, A, dropped them too late, and B, I dropped them right in that rocket launcher's blind spot. So you have to be very aware of that. I'm not going to do any reloads though. We'll try it without reloading just to see if it's possible. Not used to using critters on this account at all, so a little bit of rethinking to do. Now, where can we go? I'm going to go right in... Let's see if we can BART this down. Get a little hole in here. Oh, it's going to be... If we can get back there with 2 shocks, we can do very well, though. Oh, man. I'm using up all of my GBE to get rid of the... Yeah, that's too much GBE to cause a hole. Okay, so that's not going to work. Let's try this again. Let's go left. Oh, I already reloaded my troops. Sorry, it's force of habit. I just always do it. We're going to go right into this corner over here. Now you can see the diagonal. Right beside those mortars, there's a nice diagonal path that's going to run right over this mine, and that's where we're going to... Actually, you know what? Let's barrage retreat. Sorry, I'm really excited. I don't have a lot of time, but these super heavies have huge potential. Yes, you can clear your map with them, but also... just to be able to have critters at this HQ level is so incredibly useful. It's a great learning tool. Please give them a shot. I'm going to drop right in this 45-degree hole right there. I want to be right in line with that the right side of that mortar, and that should get us walking right exactly where we want to go. 45-degree angle right to that corner. They should funnel nicely. They're not completely funneling the way I would have liked, but there we go. Now they're funneling exactly where we want them to go. Now we should be able to take this down with 2 shocks. I'll show you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to flare. I'm going to drop this in here. We're going to shock there, and medkit. Where did my... Oh, my Super Warrior already died. Wow. I threw him way too early. So, definitely some learning needed there. Wow, he just got absolutely wrecked. I'm going to have to get used to the speed of the Super Warriors flying, but you get the basic idea. Drop them in as a distraction. Let's try and do a couple... Let's do a couple PvP attacks just to see if we can find something useful. Please, someone have a corner base. Let's look for a corner base. Actually, you know what? Let's do it on this base. This base should be perfectly fine as long as we don't have to run into any mines. Let's drop an artillery there. This is bugging me that I'm super excited about this, but every attack I've done so far has been absolute bogus. So now, what I'm going to try to do is show you how Super Warriors can be used as critters. Obviously, the fact there's only one of them puts them at a bit of a disadvantage because as soon as they get shot in the face, you have lost your distraction. But obviously you can drop multiples, or you can plan it where you drop them a little bit better than I did. My placement was not ideal. Now, next on the things to learn list, we're going to do a thing called smoky critters. Obviously we don't have critters, but we do have Mr. Warrior dudes. We're going to drop them right in this smoke. They do not follow flares, which is perfect for this style of attack. And as that last smoke clears, boom, everything's going to target the warriors, nothing targets our zookas, and down goes the HQ. Now obviously this works extremely well because we're walking in a straight line and we don't have to use an extra smoke. Please try that out. It works very well. That way you don't have to worry about timing. That way you don't have to learn how fast they fly or where they're going to land or how they're going to land. Just drop them in that smoke and away you go. Again, this base is I want to get a corner base because corner bases are the easiest way to show off critters. Critters work. Come on, corner base. Yes, perfect. So now exactly what we just talked about. But I'm not going to use... Let's go. I'm going to clear a little hole right here. That Doom Cannon is absolutely going to wreck a Super Warrior. So we're going to try to clear it a little bit just to get a nice little hidey hole. So now, lots and lots of GBE. You only need about 56, probably more. Actually, you know what? We didn't reload. Perfect. You only need about 60 GBE to get to the back there, so we should have a whole bunch left over. I can drop brick late because this is not a sexy hot beach. And we should be in good shape. Gonna have to use 2 of those things called flares, but losing 1 Zooka to a boom cannon to save a smoke is a pretty good trade-off. They do not have something in the magical corner, so we will walk right along that wall. Perfectly good. If you don't know what that magic corner is, please ask. I will let you know on the inner reply. Right into this back corner. Let's move this smoke over a little bit. What I want to do is I want to drop my dude right in about there. Smoky zookas or smoky critters or whatever you want to call, whatever the word that I'm looking for is. Now, boom, everything's gonna target. See how fast he died though? Boom cannon, obviously. So you get the basic idea. Just don't drop him near a boom cannon because he will get wrecked, and don't drop him in the blind spot of a machine gun. So do as I say, not as I do. I realize these attacks are not ideal, but you might just be using the Super Warriors to clear your map on their own. Like, let's have a look here. We're going to drop... Let's get rid of you two. Let's get rid of the boom mine. Now, is smoking brick back there required? No, not even close. But I just want to do this because I think that it is an interesting tactic that will work fairly well. You don't necessarily need brick. I don't even necessarily recommend brick, but it's funny. So funny is fairly important at times. Let's keep it... let's shock that hot pot as well. So brick dropping some battle orders for our dudes, and they're going to just pound away at that headquarters and do a pretty good job of clearing it. Now, as soon as that shock launcher came online, it is causing us some difficulty because they can't heal themselves. There we go. So now, hopefully they can heal themselves. Look at that hot pot. Can't quite take them out on its own. Come on. Come on. So, you see what I'm saying? There is a lot of potential here. That's with basically zero thought, zero effort, and they do some splash damage as well. So, I don't think they were necessarily targeting those defenses. Let's try this one more time. Put a little bit more thought into it. I missed the shock of the hot pot with the shock launcher, so we're just going to do it a little bit smarter without having to worry about... let's drop Brick right into here. Don't get shot in the face, Brick. Oh, Brick actually can get shot in the face, so... We're going to get back there with... How many smokes is this going to be? 4 smokes? Perfect. We're not going to use Smoky Warriors this time because there's no real point. I'm just going to drop them and we'll watch the mass destruction that comes along with them as soon as that smoke clears. There we go. So they heal themselves so incredibly well. Brick, Battle Orders, not really doing a lot for us, but they're going to keep that hot pot shocked. They're so strong. Please, please try them. You will not regret it. Whether you want to use them as critters, whether you want to clear your map with them, obviously that's up to you, but they do extremely good work. They are very, very strong, very, very good, and we just took down a base that's around my HQ level using nothing but Super Warriors. So that's all I got. I'm zmot. Please, please, if you have tactics to use with them, please let me know. I know that Brett from Discord had a video saying great PvP tactics. I haven't had a chance to watch it. I don't have a lot of time today. Today is a very busy day for me. But if you can share in the comments some tactics you're using with the Super Warriors, I'd love to try them out. Otherwise, I am zmot. Thank you for coming in. I hope that my Super Warrior tips helped, even though my execution of them was fairly terrible. Have a fantastic weekend. I really, really wish you the best weekend. Have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you soon. Peace.